count, Maximus? Up. Come, you wanna come? Coming this way? All right, good boy. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the 60-second rule, or 1 minute rule. I call it 60 seconds just because I'm like, wow, that's what a long period of time, but it's not. What I'm gonna go ahead and go over is the 60-second rule, how you can use it to be more productive, and just different ways to go ahead and implement it into your life. If whatever task you wanna do takes 60 seconds or less, literally just do it. Literally, that's the entire rule, that's the video. But no, for real, that's the rule. If it takes 60 seconds or less, just go ahead and take that time out of your day to do it, because it'll go ahead and give you greater value than not doing it, than sitting around. So the opportunity cost pretty much is, you know, like what costs more than this in terms of opportunity. So let's say making your bed, if you don't make your bed, you just feel disorganized. Is it worth it to feel disorganized, or do you think it'd be more worth it to go ahead and just make your bed? It's a very simple decision. So that is the opportunity cost in the 60-second rule summed up.
Literally, y'all are seeing how long it takes to make my entire bed. So just small things like this, small tasks that you need to do, just get them out of the way, basically.
I used to be pretty, not bad at, but pretty well versed in procrastinating. It's not something I struggled with, it was something that I excelled at. I don't even know where I heard it, probably somewhere on YouTube, where they're like, yeah, if you just take literally, you know, if it takes 60 seconds or like it takes a minute or whatever to go ahead and do it, just do it. This isn't something that's new. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do that for like maybe just a couple days or whatever. So I would just, you know, take time to go ahead and do something small that I've been meaning to do. Like reorganize my countertop, put dishes in the sink that are literally everywhere else but the sink. So it would just be small things like that. Or, you know, for example, putting in a work order for my light or for my garbage disposal, which I did. And now my light and garbage disposal, done, complete, we're good. The cost of not doing those things is knowing and having that headache of every time I turn on my light, that top light isn't going to turn on. Or every time I flip the garbage disposal, it doesn't actually get rid of the garbage disposal, or it doesn't get rid of any food scraps. As a matter of fact, it leaks. Those are, you know, the opportunity costs. So with procrastinating on that, it would just cause me to have more and more of a headache. And the only thing giving me this headache is me not doing what I need to do. That takes up such little amount of time, little effort, but I just don't do it. I decided to go ahead and implement that 60-second rule into, you know, just let's see what happens if I, you know, go from just a couple days to go ahead and just doing it for a week. And my place has never been so organized and so just absolutely lovely. Once you do that, once you kind of master that skill for a week, you go ahead and you're like, wow, there are actually other things. Wow, people can do hard things. So it's the simplest thing in the world. It's so great, so easy. Literally anyone can do it. Once you kind of mastered, you know, just get up, do whatever it takes for 60 seconds and get on with whatever you're doing. Go ahead and take note, you know, maybe have a journal or something of how you feel, and just kind of note how like, okay, well, you know, since all these things are cleaned up or whatever, or this is done differently, it makes me feel like I can breathe better or easier or different things. Once you've done that, you've mastered, you know, 1 week of, you know, doing things for 60 seconds or less, go ahead and do things that the setup takes 60 seconds or less. For my example, something that I will procrastinate on for days and days and days is laundry. Once it's out of the dryer and it's just sitting in my hamper clean, I'll just leave it there for a couple days. All it takes is just a few seconds of me just dumping all that laundry out onto my bed, onto my made bed, and I can't stand anything that's not supposed to be on my bed, especially made, just there. So I'll go ahead and dump out all my laundry onto there, and then I have to fold the clothes at that point. That's something that definitely helps and helped me. Another example would be, oh my goodness, bathing my dog. Max, and I'm sorry, baby boy, is the smelliest creature. The smelliest. It takes me a while to bathe him, but it only takes, you know, like 60 seconds or less to get everything set up into the bathtub and him into the bathtub to bathe him. So those are, you know, kind of other things where it's a bigger task, but if you just do the setup of, hey, this only takes a few seconds to go ahead and at least set up, so I'll sit down and I'll just go ahead and do it because it's already set up for me. That's something that definitely makes a difference. Also, while doing these things, I like to listen to podcasts, and so one thing I've been listening to is Lewis Howes's podcast, and this one he was talking about, you know, manifesting, about visualizing, about you know, positive speak and everything like that. So what he was saying is that it takes and I can't remember the guy's name, I'm so sorry. But I'll link the podcast to it. It's really good. Love Lewis Howes, love his podcast. So he was saying it takes 66 days of doing something, 66 days in a row of doing something to create enough of a neural pattern to where it goes from a conscious thing to an unconscious thing. So example for me, something that I am working on is working out in the mornings, which I've been actually doing pretty good at. So the pattern I've created for myself is to and it's bad, but go on TikTok first thing in the morning. You shouldn't probably do that. But going on TikTok first thing in the morning, and then I can go ahead and look at workouts that people are doing, and I'll go ahead and duet it. And the reward in my brain for that is that I have thousands of followers that love seeing that. And I get to go ahead and work out my body, and then I look at my body and I'm like, wow, bitch, you're hot. Yes. So, it's just kind of things that, they'll slowly reward each other. He was saying it goes from the conscious, so effort and, thinking about it, to unconscious patterns. So it just becomes automatic, literally automatic in your head. Another example is making your bed, which takes less than 60 seconds. It makes your room look presentable. It makes you feel like, your space is put together. It makes you feel like you could take a picture of your space and it would go on Pinterest and it'd go fucking viral. So these are just small things that you can go ahead and implement, and you implement them for a long enough time, and you're gonna notice, you will notice a drastic difference in how you feel and how you present yourself and everything as well too, because you have that knowledge that you can go ahead and do these things. So you just go ahead and do them. So that has been the 60-second rule. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and make Tuesday's videos more, I guess, like informational than, like here's an entire ass book summary. So if y'all have any other topics that you'd like me to go ahead and talk about or that you're interested in, but definitely leave them in the comments below, and I really, really do look forward to talking with y'all later. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Go ahead and write down whatever goals you have for the week below, and then Tuesday I want to go ahead and see how y'all crush them. Bye, guys.